lawful wedded husband.
To be my...
Barbara not Barbara Jean's heart. With a tramp like you?
Well, I know it hurts being third rate, but aren't you accustomed to it yet?
Oh, Robin, I see you.
I myself the slut of Springfield!
Son of a bitch in heat. I found out myself what love is all about.
Hey everybody, it's me, Nikki. Elizabeth and call her ex-husband. Who is her ex-husband? We all know him. We all hate him. I can't stand his stink. You know what? Let me not do that. It's Rick. She calls Rick, and you know, Rick is her legal counsel. Lucky is there. We about to have this meeting on what's going on down to the GH. And is it possible that because of what Cyrus has been doing, that Elizabeth is going to go to prison, or she's going to go to jail, or they're going to think that she took out Sam and Dex? So Lucky and, you know, Rick have a dick swinging contest, you know, trying to see who could be the bigger and baddest one, who's going to help Elizabeth. And Lucky was like, stop trying to scare her. And Rick is like, I'm being honest with her. Okay? Two different things. You think I'm scaring her? I'm being honest. We eventually need to get on the same page. So they explain what happened. Sam had a lethal dose of digitalis. They think Dex had a lethal dose of digitalis. And the reason they think that is because Dex was healthy. He had just passed a PCPD physical. He had a routine surgery after he was stabbed, and he was doing fine. So it's giving somebody took him out, because there were no signs of him having a heart problem or possibly having a heart attack. So Rick was like, you know what? With all this, I'm going to tell you this now. You need to stay away from GH. And she was like, I can't do that. I need to be there for my patients, even though I can't treat them. I need to be there for my staff. And also, it's a possibility that even though somebody else could have administered the medicine, or, you know, the digitalis, that Elizabeth could get in trouble because she oversees the paperwork, she oversees the medicine cabinet, she oversees patient care because what? She's the head nurse. So Rick does tell her, fuck all that. You got to stay away from GH, because if you are there and this happens again, they're going to say this is a pattern and you can get in trouble for this. So you need to stay away. And she don't want to do that, but Lucky is there too. So now they tag team her like, you need to stop being stubborn. Unfortunately, listen to him. Even though, you know, after Rick leaves, Lucky feels like, I feel dirty. Maybe I need to take a shower after, you know, having, you know, this meeting. You can't be stubborn on this. You have to stay away because this could mean harm for you. So Rick was like, I'm going to go handle, you know, blase, so you don't get in trouble, or we can keep you out of jail for the time being. And this doesn't, you know, become a big old mess. You stay the hell away from GH. And it's just like, Elizabeth, y'all know how I hate to agree with Rick. You know how I hate to agree with Rick. But at this point in time, it's the only way possible, just in case somebody else ends up in that hospital and, you know, they get a fatal dose of digitalis. It is the only way to keep Elizabeth safe. But Cyrus is out here trying to destroy Laura's family. And my question is, are you doing this because Laura told you to stay the hell away and she has a restraining order? Is that why you're trying to destroy her family? Is it? I'm so confused on what's going on right now. There was no reason to kill off Sam other than what is the argument that could be made with the killing off of Sam? The argument could be made that they killed off Sam. Cyrus killed off Sam so Lulu could have a chance with Dante and she could get her life back with Dante. And so he could make up for, you know, having Julian set the bomb and the bomb goes off and her life is ruined for the next 4 years. And, you know, all the people that were killed in that explosion. But killing off, Dex knew too much. But this is a mess. I don't know what's going to happen, but we're going to see. Now, y'all know Sasha been stressed, you know, carrying her and Michael's one-night stand baby, trying to keep the secret, Holly being revealed as her mother, being kidnapped, and also dealing with Tracy and have to break up with Cody because, you know, he's her cousin. But mostly, you know, with everything with her mother and Michael and Cody, but also Tracy thrown in there. So her and Olivia are in the kitchen trying to coordinate what they're going to do for this Christmas dinner because the holidays is coming up. We got Christmas and then we got the New Year after that. What's going to happen? And Tracy comes in raising all types of hell because she wanted Eggs Benedict, which is Lulu's favorite breakfast food, for Lulu for her first breakfast back with Tracy. Not her first breakfast back in Port Charles, but with Tracy. And Tracy starts going in on Sasha. And Sasha was like, listen, I forgot. Okay, I didn't do it on purpose. I didn't say, oh, well, you want a Benedict, I'm going to make scrambled and that's what you're going to get. I forgot. It was a miscommunication. But if you want eggs, go lay them yourself. And she walks up out of there and Olivia lays into Tracy like, come on now. The kids love Sasha. The family loves Sasha. The kids don't need any more problems this holiday season since, their holiday is already ruined with the fact that, mama gone, mama came back, but mother figure is gone for some kids. And then also mama and Uncle Drew been playing hot salami in the nursery. Yeah, no one needs this. No one needs this. And you can't hire a new chef, a new cook so close to the holidays because they all booked up. So go make nice. Because Olivia said, I got 7 fishes in that, that kitchen. And let's be clear on something. You don't know how to cook. I don't plan on cooking. And if you don't go fix the mistake you just made, I'm going to tell Monica, you and the fish is going to be out on the street. I was like, well, damn. At the end of the day, Tracy is just trying to make everything good for Lulu. Like, I understand the conflict. Tracy is trying to make everything good for Lulu because Lulu is back and obviously Luke isn't here. So she's overcompensating. And when Tracy starts to overcompensate, Tracy starts to get on everybody's damn nerves. It's a thing. We, love to hate her sometimes. But with Sasha, it's just like the lines with being a friend and being an employee has been blurred for a very long time. So I'll be surprised if she is the family cook after the new year. So we'll see what happens. But this is a mess. This is truly a mess. But Olivia was serious. Go fix this. I'm going to put you and the fishes out on the street. I said, not the fish. Not the fish lord. So we do get a moment between Sasha and Sonny down there to the church, which I thought was a beautiful moment, especially as a way to pay tribute to Johnny, who once played Brando. Unfortunately, to Johnny's family and his soap opera family and also the fans, Johnny's life was taken due to a senseless act of violence. So I appreciated them having this moment. Sasha loved Brando and so did Sonny, and everybody loved Johnny from what I saw, the cast doing tributes to them. And Sonny just had to let her know, especially because it's the holidays, and Sasha is just so sad. Her husband's gone, her baby's gone, her mom's gone, she don't have anybody, and to the outside looking in, she really doesn't have anybody, except we know that she is very much pregnant at this moment. Sonny tells her, listen, Brando loved you, your baby loves you, and they're together now, and they're doing so well, and they're at peace, and you just know that you did the best that you could, and you gave them as much love as they possibly could handle here on earth, and they know that, and they understand that, and they love you, and you're a good person. So when you do become a mother again, whoever that child is going to be so lucky that they have you. And I was like, you know what? I loved it because she needed to be reassured. Everybody gets down, emotionally around the holidays, but it's worse when you've lost someone because it feels like a Mack truck driving across your heart. And it's just like, okay, let's take a breath. Let's remember the good times. Let's remember our people. And let's just be happy for the times that we had with them. No one's saying you can't be sad, but you still got to be happy sometimes. And eventually, Tracy comes in to talk to Sasha, and Sonny tells Tracy to be nice. So they sit down and they talk, and Tracy apologizes, and she was like, I admire your strength, and I can never imagine what you've gone through, so I apologize for the way I've spoke to you. And honestly, Sasha was like, I accept your apology, but the way you spoke to me was disrespectful, and we've been here before. I understand that you were my employer, but as an employee, I expect some respect. So they come to an understanding, they come to a truce, and Tracy ends up leaving, and then Sidwell comes in. Sidwell sits in the back of the church, and Sasha's at the front just, telling God, whatever you have planned for me, I honestly don't know what it is, but I'm ready to take this journey. Just please watch over, protect, and love, and guide me and my baby. And I don't know what's coming next, but I hope it's good things. And unfortunately, Sidwell heard this. So it's just like, I don't know if Sidwell is after Sonny because Holly gave him a diamond, or if Sidwell is after Sasha. And then you have Sid, because you know Holly is her mother and he thinks she still has the diamonds, or he feels some type of way about Sasha still being alive and Holly getting away. But at this point in time, Sidwell's on the loose, Cyrus is on the loose. Who else gonna be on the loose and causing issues? I don't know. But Mr. John Brennan. Okay, Mr. John Brennan. I'm going to need you to come handle this. I need you to come handle this quick, fast, and hurry. We don't have time for it. Showdown the people we've been waiting for is Lulu and Brooklyn seeing each other for the first time since Lulu has woken up. And while Brooklyn is trying to be nice, you know, Lulu is still very pissy about what happened 4 years ago or 10 years ago. You know, when Lulu and Dante were dating and Dante ultimately got, you know, Michael to confess to killing Claudia, and then he was locked up. And you know, Carly put out a scheme because she was gonna get him back, and she set Brooklyn after Dante to break him and Lulu up for some money. Yeah, Lulu's still very much pissed about that, and she's like, girl, please. Anyway, she's throwing slugs at her, and Brooklyn was like, listen, I get that you were gone for 4 years and the world stopped for you, but the world kept on trucking for the rest of us. I have changed. I am married. I am doing better in life. I'm not worried about Dante because, you know, Lulu felt like, well, since I was gone, that Brooklyn was going to try to shack up with Dante. And she was like, no, because they were talking about Sam and how they had a great relationship. And she was like, I'm surprised it wasn't you. And Brooklyn was like, no, that was never going to happen. So obviously, you know, she's going to find out about all the stuff that happened since she was gone. But she's coming at Brooklyn, and Brooklyn is trying to be nice, and she's trying to be the Brooklyn we know her as now and not the scheming Brooklyn. But unfortunately, when her and Lulu get in the room together, it's back and forth, back, forth and forth. They going back and forth. And eventually, you know, Brooklyn's like, listen, I don't have time for this. And Lulu was like, I don't have time for this either. My daughter is missing. And Brooklyn said, then go find her. And she was like, see, I knew it. And it was just like, well, listen, maybe the tone was off, but you keep talking about your daughter being missing and you won't pick fights with people. Go find her then. And she was like, you don't think, Brooklyn tells Lulu, you might not think I changed, but our bestie Maxie knows I've changed. Which, you know, sets her off. And, you know, Dante comes in and Brooklyn was like, I tried talking to her, but she got an attitude with me and I ain't got time for this. Which is just like, I understand. I don't have time for nobody trying to be picking a fight with me or having an attitude with me when I've changed. But because the world didn't stop and the world stopped for them, but the world didn't stop for us, they can't see that. No, ma'am, I don't have time for it. But Lulu stormed off like we knew she would. But I'm loving Alexa's Lulu. It's giving me when Julie played Lulu. I love it. I also want to add that when Dante asked what happened, she was like, what always happens? Lulu has always been a pain in the ass Spencer in my story, and it's never going to change. We don't like each other, so don't try to fix it. And I was like, well, I mean, we not going to hold you. Lulu act like she ain't did nothing, but we remember when she was scheming to break up, you know, Dylan and Georgie. We remember. The North still remembers. Everybody remembers, girl. We do. Being honest, we really don't have to spend too much time on Anna and Jason because it's the same thing. Anna can't find Valentine, so she wants Jason to help her do it. And Jason feels like, well, he has to do it. He has obligation to Lulu, but he also let, you know, Valentine go when he really should have just reported him to the police and let, you know, John Cates take him, and also the whole situation with Sonny. So him and Spinelli are talking in a car, and Spinelli was like, Lulu was my first friend. She introduced me to you and Sam, and I need to do this for her. Everybody always relies on me to do my job, as in hacking and doing all that type of stuff, but I really need to do it this time. So I'm going to find Charlotte. And he says, so what happens when I find Charlotte? He was like, Jason tells him, when you find Charlotte, we're going to find Valentine. And then I'm going to put Valentine down, and I'm going to make sure he never causes harm for Lulu, Charlotte, or anybody else again. So now it's about to be a whole mess, honey. But you know, the Jackal and Stone Cold. On another adventure, all they're missing is fair Samantha. Samantha, you are missed, girl. We're going to miss you. But like I said, hire me. We can figure out how to bring Sam back quick, fast, in a hurry. Not that quick, but we could, you know, give it like 6 months. I could get Sam back on the show. I could. So, shout out to not having continuity. Cody looked at Lulu's face while in the hospital, so he should know what she looks like. She don't look that different, first and foremost. But Lulu and Cody finally meet, in person and introduce themselves after he gave her that ride. He let her know, you still owe me $20, okay? You do. I want my money. I, too, would want my money. But, he was like, what were you thinking getting into a strange man's car? She was like, I could take you. So they get to talking, and he was like, me and Dante are friends. She was like, I don't remember hearing about you. He was like, we went to summer camp together. We don't get no more locked in than that. And she was like, oh, you're the one who taught Dante how to ride a horse. And he was like, please don't say that, because Dante still can't stand up or get on a horse. Don't do that. Don't put that on me. I was like, please don't put that on him, because if Dante get bucked off a horse, I'll be like, Cody taught him. No, I didn't. So they're talking and whatever, and Dante comes in. He was like, oh, y'all finally met? And he was like, yeah, we did. About that $20. And she was like, Dante paid him in. And he was like, listen, I'll get it up off of Dante at the next poker game. But they're talking, and ultimately the question is Dante jealous? I don't think so. Is Cody flirting with her? I don't think so. But Cody says, I was at the right place at the right time for once in my life, which was to help Lulu, because anybody could have picked her up. But, good thing Cody was there. We could semi-trust him, can't we? Martin over there and snitched Anna out to Laura, so this is a mess. We're going to see what happens with this. But he just snitched Anna and Jason out to Laura. Y'all better hope y'all can keep y'all jobs and don't end up in prison. But then we also have, speaking of Anna, we have Sonny going over there to talk to Anna. He was like, listen, I decided I was going to save you the trouble because let's be clear on something. I had nothing to do with Dex dying. She was like, well, you did threaten him, but a knife in the back in the middle of Rice Plaza and killing the cop, not your style. I mean, he did kill, Brittle Bones Cates, but I'm pretty sure that was not the real John Cates. I'm just going to say that now. I'm going to say that was not the real John Cates. But as we continue, anyway, he was like, I didn't do it. And you could look at me saying I'm going to kill you as it's not really a threat. It's just like somebody says. I didn't do it. But I had to let you know I ain't did it. And she was like, the only reason why you're not in jail is because Dex refused to press charges. And how I say it is you owe him a debt. And he said, I want whoever killed Dex, I want them to pay. And it's just like, at the end of the day, we all know that it's going to come out that he had a lethal dose of digitalis in his system. And it's also Sam who had a lethal dose of digitalis in his system. Sonny had no reason to go after Sam. And Sonny also had no reason to go after Dex. As much as Dex and Sonny had bumped heads in this last year and a half, he had no reason to go after him because they made peace, they made a truce, and he said, I'm not going to go after you as long as you stay out my way. Boom. Sonny, you might want help find who did it, but there's going to be issues. There's going to be problems. Oh, Lord, this is messy. But that was it for this GH recap. If I missed anything, please let me know in the comments down below. Also, that was it for Dim Soaps. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn your post notifications on, and share me with your people. And also hit all the links in the description box down below. And get ready for Who Sang It Better this Sunday. Also, Married to Medicine on Monday, and more GH recaps to come, and a slew of other great things we have going on over here. But with that being said, I love everybody, and I'll see y'all for the next one. Bye.